Hey there, it's Dr. Jim, and I want to talk about something that a lot of people don't want to talk about. It's something they don't like to deal with, and it's something they might like to avoid. And it's conflict. So, what I want to talk to you about today is you, and perhaps others, developing effective conflict resolution skills. Why not? Conflict's everywhere. So many people say they don't like conflict, and I know that's probably true, but I do believe it's best to learn how to handle conflict successfully and effectively because let's face it, life is conflict. Conflict is life. It's all around us. It's at home, work, school, church, politics, and society as a whole. Conflict, conflict, conflict. It's actually natural, normal, and many times necessary in our lives. It may be beneficial to learn how to successfully deal with conflict in a peaceful and humane way. So, in order to develop effective conflict resolution skills, we have to understand what conflict is. Because sometimes we think we have conflict, but there is no conflict. Conflict involves having serious disagreements with or about someone or something. It can lead to heated discussions and, unfortunately, as we see all the time, even violence. Another way to look at conflict is to have differences or incompatibilities between two or more parties. That's it. We have differences. This usually stems from people who believe they are right about something and the other party is wrong, or they have opposing opinions, values, or principles. If we're going to deal with conflict successfully, we have to understand conflict resolution. What is it? It's a simple strategy. Most of the greatest things in life are simple. Conflict resolution can be very simple. It's a strategy used to prevent or successfully handle conflict, which involves an attempt to settle differences and understand why differences are occurring in the first place. Conflict resolution attempts to get at the root cause of a problem or an issue, and it answers various questions like this. What exactly is the problem? Or does a problem even exist at all? The goal of conflict resolution is to come to a mutually acceptable outcome. This does take some skill, and it does take some patience. So, here are some conflict resolution skills that you can apply to your work and life in general. One of the best approaches to conflict resolution is keeping our mouth shut and actively listening to others. This involves hearing someone's words, but also taking into account the emotions behind their words. People speak not like robots. They speak with urgency, anger, or sadness. They emote. They emote through their words. They emote while they speak. So tune into the words, but really plug into the emotions behind the words. And while doing so, take a step back. Monitor your own emotions. Separate yourself from the situation and gain better insight into the problem at hand. So conflict resolution means buying some time to understand the emotions of the other individual. So more conflict resolution skills include the following. Keep an open mind because we all see things differently. Be as empathetic as you possibly can to the other person's problems. Don't let your emotions escalate and get out of hand. That's when things get really dangerous and we see violence all over our country and around the world. Breathe and de-escalate. any frustration or anger that you might feel. So if I'm listening to you, you have a problem, and I'm sitting here listening, I could just go off the deep end. I could get overly emotional and all charged up and whatnot. Or I take a deep breath. I plug into the emotions behind your words, within the context of our issue. And I try to understand the root cause of our conflict. And I'm buying time by doing that. Always stay positive and optimistic that a resolution will develop. Communicate very clearly and be very genuine. Promote the positive. Within our conflict, I still see something good. Self-reflect and open yourself up to the other person's perspectives and try to remain objective and unbiased. And I know this is really hard. Don't take the conflict personally. That's a tough one, I know. Do not get baited. Do not get baited into overreacting, raising your voice, or becoming physical. And be aware of your own body language, your eye contact, going like this, or, talking with a fist, or whatever the case is. And this is something that has helped my personal life and my business life, my career. Learn how to agree to disagree. It's not gonna set the world on fire tomorrow if we don't agree on something. Learn how to be okay with disagreements. Learn how to be okay walking away, not winning. It's okay. Understand that at times there will be no conflict resolution and both parties are going to just have to walk away from each other. So be humble and apologize when it's the right time to do so. Here are my final words on conflict resolution skills. Most people don't like conflict, but that's because they may not have learned how to successfully handle it. We're always afraid of what we don't know, and we're always afraid of what we don't understand. Understanding conflict and learning a handful of conflict resolution skills can get you really far in life, in your personal life, your work, career, business life. Conflict resolution is not rocket science. You don't have to go get a master's degree in this, but it does take time and effort, as well as learning a few skills to keep in your back pocket. The more you learn about resolving conflict, the less likely you'll try to avoid it. So I'm Dr. Jim, and that's my take on developing effective conflict resolution skills. Why don't you let me know what you think about this? Email me sometime. jim@collinslearning.com. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you're looking for online continuing education, CEUs for your own license, check out CEU Academy, where we create fresh content every single year, very timely, important topics. And tell your colleagues who are licensed healthcare professionals as well. Follow the link below and check out ceu.academy.